Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Alex Avila with Love University. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on today's video. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Alex Avila with Love University, and we're back. I'm an author, psychologist, and speaker. Every week we talk about how to love yourself, others, and a higher nature, how to improve your finances, career, health, relationships, and spirituality. We've been continuing our series of love types based on my best-selling book, Love Types, Discover Your Romantic Style and Find Your Soulmate. Love Types shows you how to identify your most compatible soulmate based on the theory behind the Myers-Briggs personality test, the most popular personality test in the world. And today we're going to pick it up with the knowledge seekers, those people who are intuitive and thinking or logical. And one of those love types in the knowledge seeker group is called the expert, the individual who is introverted or internal energy. They get energy from their own thoughts. Intuitive, imaginative, thinking. They use logic when making their decisions. And they're structured. They like to live a life that has schedules and organization. So the expert personality type is very unique and very interesting. If you're an expert, you're one of the most independent and strong-willed, some might say stubborn, of all the love types. Once you make up your mind to do something, whether it's starting or ending a relationship, or anything in between, you will do what you want to do. And God help anyone who tries to convince you otherwise. How about when you're in love? You, Mr. or Miss Expert, are only 2% of the society. You're a deep thinker who is always analyzing your relationships and asking the question, does this person fit my detailed design of what an ideal mate should be like? Often the answer is no, because your capacity for creating the blueprint for this perfect mate often exceeds your ability to find them in the real world. Competence and intelligence are two of the most important qualities that you look for in a mate. You admire someone who is well-educated and successful in their chosen field. Whether you prefer someone whose intellect is as sharp as yours, you may fall in love with someone who is not your intellectual equal. But when this happens, you may always have that nagging doubt in the back of your mind. Is this person smart enough for me? What is your best love type combination if you're an expert? Well, if you're a female expert, you already know that you're not the typical traditional woman. If at an early age you concluded that marriage is not for you, you won't marry no matter how attractive or desirable a man appears to be. Or if you decide that you will marry at a specific age, maybe 30, 40, or 50 years of age, you will reject any suitor who enters your life before their designated time. You don't care if Prince Charming himself arrives at your door with a wedding ring and roses galore. If he's not on schedule, forget it. As a female expert, you make your own decisions independent of any pressures from your family, friends, or society, and you will rarely change your mind once you come to a carefully thought-out logical conclusion. Your optimum match tends to be an equally independent and strong-willed man who can appreciate your individualistic, nonconformist streak. Either the expert or the traditionalist male will do. The traditionalist is an interesting choice because he is a strong masculine type of male who is more structured and schedule-oriented. You will be attracted to his power and competence. He is a cowboy, the man who takes charge. But watch out if he is a strong sensor or what we call practical type. If so, his conventional nature may override his other qualities, and he may try to mold you into his ideal traditional wife, while ignoring your true strong and analytical personality. Beware of this potential flaw in his nature. Now, if you're a male expert, you're compatibly matched with a female expert or scholar, someone who is a little more spontaneous. The scholar can be an excellent choice for you. Her active mind will engage you intellectually, while her carefree and flexible nature will prevent you from taking yourself too seriously. You will learn how to relax and enjoy stimulating conversations when you spend time with the scholar. Now let's look at an interesting success story with an expert and see how they found love. When Catherine, an expert and 34-year-old chemist, was introduced to Donald by a mutual friend, he was instantly attracted to him. But she also had serious reservations. Could she be happy with a macho traditional guy like Donald? Here are both sides of the romance. Catherine: when I became acquainted with Donald, I thought, wow, he's cute, but he can't possibly be my type. He was 36 and a traditionalist, a high-powered corporate raider and rancher who had old-school views when it came to women and relationships. Donald: and when I met Catherine, I saw a terrifically attractive woman behind her horn-rimmed glasses and nervous laugh, a real bona fide intellectual just like my mother. I was captivated by her charms. Catherine: I had never really gone out with a man like Donald before. I thought these macho types were all bluster and no character. And I was worried that I had much more education than Donald. But after hearing about successful expert traditionalist combinations, I decided to give Donald a chance. He was cute, and I asked him out for coffee. Donald: I said yes, provided I pay. After all, a man should be a gentleman. Catherine: and a gentleman he was. We had a wonderful time, and when he escorted me to my car, I leaned on his strong shoulders. And later that week, he introduced me to his charming Southern family. I felt right at home. We started dating seriously after that. Donald: in an old-fashioned courtship. Catherine: yep, he's my cowboy, all right. Postscript: as strong-willed thinkers, Donald and Catherine occasionally get into heated verbal battles, but they are always able to make up afterwards. Overall, their relationship is strong and getting better all the time. So if your ideal mate is an expert, where do you meet them? We'll try places like the Single Gourmet, a club for singles who enjoy fine dining, law school libraries and cafeterias, the science department of local colleges, museum exhibitions, chess clubs and tournaments, wine tastings, jazz and classical music concerts, computer stores and fairs, exotic or antique car shows, single book lovers, a club for singles who love books, Star Trek and Star Wars conventions, used bookstores, they like to save money, and history clubs, and also anywhere competence, knowledge, education, and intellect are highly valued. So how do you get a date with an expert? You don't have to be a technological wizard to do well with an expert. Experts respect competence and expertise, often even more than they esteem credentials or degrees. If you can show an expert that you're genuinely knowledgeable in an area and can withstand their rigorous challenges to your credibility, you will win over the expert and earn a date with his brilliant mind. Hot dating tip: spark your expert's intellectual competitiveness. Experts are very competitive and hate to lose, but they respect people who demonstrate competence and can beat them. If you do beat the expert at their own game, perhaps chess, Sudoku, or Catan, or at least trigger their intellect and their competitiveness, you will have a friend and maybe a mate for life. Now, how do you win the love of an expert? Plan dates that tap into your expert's knowledge of law, science, technology, business, politics, or anything else they consider an area of expertise. Remember, experts strive for mastery in everything, including their hobbies and pastimes. If you can encourage your expert to display their knowledge and competence on a date, this intellectual connoisseur will begin to see you in a favorable light. For example, if your expert knows a lot about law, many experts are fascinated with jurisprudence, you can watch court TV together and ask them to explain the proceedings. Or for a change of pace, accompany your expert to a live trial. The more complex, the better. As you snuggle next to your honey, they will enlighten you on the fine points of the RICO Act and white-collar fraud trials, or the meticulous gathering of DNA evidence in capital murder cases. Experts love to debate and respect those who can keep up with them. For a stimulating date with your expert, you can begin the evening with a spirited debate about some esoteric point as you enjoy delicious cuisine at a 5-star restaurant, one with a superbly competent chef, of course. Then follow it up by watching an intelligent, highly rated movie and cap the night off by arguing the merits of the film and the quality of the acting. Whatever you do, keep your expert thinking and debating. They will love you for it. And finally, what kind of long-term relationship can you expect with an expert? The expert is a love type who may have difficulty in finding and keeping a mate. And the reason why is that they may rely too much on their imagination instead of viewing relationships realistically. They may be oblivious to the emotional aspects of a relationship, and they may have little interest in the social graces. On the positive side, the expert's structured and innovative nature gives them the ability to implement changes in the relationship and to monitor the progress they are making. Because of their desire to improve themselves, experts can always be counted on to work on their relationships, whether by reading books, participating in individual or couples therapy, or attending relationship enhancement workshops. Experts are also usually excellent providers for their families. Their novel way of thinking about life and their ability to implement changes in the world often brings them career and financial rewards. Their thirst for knowledge often places them among the most highly educated of the love types, with many MBAs, PhDs, JDs, and MDs among their ranks. If your expert partner can develop some of the important traits they need to develop in relationships, they can be tremendous mates. For example, if they develop heightened sensitivity to their partner's emotional concerns, increase attention to the subtleties of social interaction, and a heightened awareness to the realities of the relationship. If they can do this, the expert can be a steady and loyal partner who will always be counted on to find new and stimulating ways to improve the relationship and keep it growing productively for life. Love University students, if you are an expert, which is a very unique type, or one of the other 16 love types, the key is to recognize, first of all, who you are, embrace and love yourself, and then naturally go out and meet people who resonate with your particular type. Now, they don't have to be exactly the same. They can be a little different in some ways, but the key is to have compatibility in your core, similarities in your values, in your beliefs, in the way you see the world. And by the way, if you haven't already done so, go to lovetype.com and take the Love Type quiz. It's a simple test that can help you identify your love type, and also if you have a partner, to confirm what theirs is as well, and to see how compatible they are with you. And if you don't have a copy of Love Types, the classic bestseller, go to Amazon.com and pick up a copy. Make sure to follow us on the social media links below, and also follow and subscribe to our Love University YouTube channel. And if you have any comments about your love type experiences being different in relationships, having maybe some conflicts, but also how you resolve them, please comment below. So Love University students, it's time now. Class is almost dismissed. Go out this week and enjoy your love type, your unique romantic style, whether you're with a partner or maybe you want to discover a partner who resonates with your personality just as you do with theirs. So once again, put away your notebooks, your iPads, your phones. Love University is now dismissed.